What a home opener for the Flyers, beating the reigning Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Welcome into Postgame Live, presented by Couturier Insurance. Al Morgani, Scott Hartnell, he's going to be here soon. Ashlyn Sullivan here with you, coming off that winning post-game interview with Sean Couturier. What a night for him, 4 points. This is the perfect home opener to have your captain especially perform like this.
Ashlyn was perfect on so many levels. To have Zegras, a kid that you're waiting to see everything happen, to have that big play, the big hits that they took, the comeback, everything was absolutely as you would have wanted it here. We even had one of the great interviews of all time by Scott Hartnell to kind of cap off the night here.
You're going to win an Emmy.
I'm learning for the best.
I told you, you gotta hustle up here.
Perspiring a little bit here. What a game, though. What energy, huh?
Yeah, no, it was a great win. You could tell Coots downplayed it, but he did mention, I just mentioned it, taking big hits to make those plays, both him and Zegras.
Yeah, it was incredible. Just the pace. I was down there in the Zamboni watching these guys go, watching them battle, defend. Vladar, a couple big saves there as well, too. But, yeah, you get a couple empty nets there. Just a great feeling. You could see them coming off the ice. They're just loving life, happy. Those feelings, great to see those guys up and personal.
Yeah, and it was cool to see because we heard from Travis Konechny in the game broadcast talking about how much he's loving the way the Flyers are playing. We asked him, what would you change about the first two games? He said, actually nothing. I think we're playing great. So, Al, I think it was important to get a different result because we really didn't see much difference in style of play tonight. Yeah, people don't like to keep hearing, well, everything was going good, but you didn't cash in, Well, they cashed in on this one. And Florida really came back at them. The physicality to try to get back in, and the Flyers took all of it and came back at them. And the one line that they have going, there was so much to really appreciate from this game. And Brink, of course, another one.
Yeah, and especially Florida being such a heavy team, right? A fast team. They're missing their two best players, right? But still, they were all over the Flyers, and the Flyers, they gave it back. They didn't stand there and just take it, right? Coots scores that goal. He knocks that guy in the face at the face-off, right? So those little things, they go a long way. It makes a team kind of grow together. It's a new team under talk, all these guys. So it was fun to watch, and 20,000 people just absolutely loving it here tonight.
Big night for the Flyers, and now it's time for our PA Lottery winning moments of the game. Of course, it's got to be Sean Couturier, his second goal of the game. While this goal was excellent, he mentioned to you, Scott, how he took a big hit. How about Zegras? To somehow get this feed off is incredible.
It is, right? And he finds it behind the net. I think he puts it off the back of the net, gets cranked by two guys. And I don't know, there's three guys there, three Panthers right in the middle of the ice. I don't know what they're looking at, the clouds or what, but goes right through all of them, and Coots buries that thing top shelf. I had a great angle, that one.
I think they're looking to see if Zegras' body is on the ice. But Bennett flying at him like that, but no panic at all. And that's I don't care if there's nobody on you. That's a sweet seam pass to Couturier right there.
Yeah, I'm going to give some credit to Danny Briere, the GM, right? Kind of identifying this guy, knowing how much skill he has down here, right? You give up Ryan Poehling and a couple draft picks, but when he's making plays like that, that's incredible, right? Off the bat, you don't even really think of those plays. It wasn't the Michigan pass to Sonny Milano in Anaheim, but it was a great play, and Coots, what a finish.
Yeah, I got to say, you see kind of a different side of Sean Couturier, at least for this game. He's always a guy that's calm, cool, and collected, but a lot of personality on there. As we talked to him media day, you can tell he's a little bit rejuvenated. I don't know if it's the new coach or what, but
brick by brick.
This guy, Sean Couturier, I think we don't give him enough credit what a big brick he is.
Oh, he is. He does it all, right? The penalty kill, the power plays on that right now. He played over 20 minutes the first two games. Not sure what his minutes were tonight, but when he's leading by example, he's getting that ice time. And you feel better when you're playing. Your legs are in it, and that goes for everyone, right? You can't give everyone 20 minutes, but Coots is taking full advantage right now.
And when you're a team leader, you want to be on the ice at those crucial times. You don't want to be stapled to the bench. And on that, he had a great assist on one of the goals to come in. So it wasn't just the goal scoring. He set it up beautifully.
Yeah, and you look at this goal here with Travis Konechny and Travis Sanheim, the Travi. These are crucial guys to succeed in this season, too.
Well, yeah, get your head up and making that pass right on the tape, right? No saucer pass, just get it on, let him do the work. And you said no fancy dance. He dusted it off. It's coming in, identifying your target where you want to shoot that, and just letting it rip.
Yeah, goalie's going to hear this one. Boom, right past him.
Tonight,
really.
When he goes to bed.
That's right through him. So that was coming out of the zone, as you mentioned, the Travis stock comes right through and buries that thing. And Couturier, you can tell he really. I think he missed being that guy last year at some point, early in the season. Now he's feeling that, look, I'm the guy here.
Yeah, it's been a while since you heard those Coots chants here in the arena, and especially when you look at, I think we forget the surgeries and the rehab he had to go through. He frankly just looks quicker on the ice this season.
Yeah, and just more comfortable, right? Torts and him, you could tell they didn't get along. I'll be the first to say it. And to talk at a new, fresh guy in the locker room, leading
new
the team,
voice, yep,
new voice. Thank you. And he comes out and he's leading by example, and that's what you want, right? You can see him in practices. He's got the funniness around him. He's kind of let his out of his eggshell, if you will. So it's great to see that he's doing that. And like everyone else, it's wild. You've been around the guys too, doing interviews after practices. It's a fun atmosphere in that room. It came together the last couple of years, and now I think everyone feels just a little bit more comfortable to be able to breathe.
Yeah, and you said he looks faster. Well, the puck's moving faster too. We get guys coming up the ice like that. So it was a real good feeling after what happened the first couple of games to get the payoff here tonight.
Absolutely. Sean Couturier, a 4-point night for him in this home opener win for the Flyers. Let's go back downstairs and hear from the captain, Coots.
What came together tonight? What with your line? What was working out there?
Well, I think we took them as an example of how to support each other, how to forecheck. Just better chemistry, I guess. Better, we're more on the same page where guys are backing each other off and not worried to step in and try to turn pucks over when your guys, back checking and recovering for you. It helps a lot. So I think as a 5-man unit, we just played better, I think.
How different does it feel for you personally to have, the kind of season you're having already after last year's difficulties? Last year on opening night you were on the fourth line, you were healthy, scratching. You know what it's like. What's it been different? What's it been different for you this year with the new coach, new attitude?
Yeah, definitely feel good. Starting to find my confidence back, but at the same time it's one game here and got to keep going.
Sean, on your first goal, how did you end up that far into the neutral zone? It's probably not a spot you usually are catching passes in a 5-on-5.
Yeah, I got caught a little off guard. I didn't think I was going on the ice, and TK yelled at me late, and then I was just there behind them. So, great poke check there by the D, and great the turnover. And I was late there, but I guess the hockey gods were on my side there.
Did you see Trevor's pass the whole way? I mean, it was kind of came out of nowhere.
Well, yeah, I was recovering from that hit there that I just got crushed before, and just trying to get ready for the next play. And I mean, he got, I think 2 guys took a run at him, so he made a nice play to just throw it in front, and it came right on my tape.
A lot of guys going down on that goal. Sean Couturier, Trevor Zegras, a lot of guys taking a hit. They make it happen. And now I think when you face this Florida Panthers team, you played them so well, game 1 loss. Now you're winning in this game. I think it's going to be interesting how they move forward now that you have this high hope.
Well, you got a lot of games at home here coming up, right? 9 out of 10, I believe, with tonight. So you got to keep that mojo going. You got to keep those vibes high, right? And for Coots leading the way, you can see that toothless smile. Just great to see him smiling and have a good start to the season. 4 points, 3 games into the season. It's a great start personally, but to get that first win is huge.
Yeah, and it was great for the team. I mean, we talked so much about the Cates line, and Forster again played strong again coming in, but there were other people involved too. Kids played pretty. I thought Grabenka played really well here.
Terrific, yep.
Andre came up, talking about taking hits. This guy has no fear, and not the. He's a wee thing too. Him and Brink are little guys, and they're just taking big hits to come in. And he's not afraid to force the play either. So there are a lot of things beyond the points by Couturier and the Zegras play. A lot of things to like.
Yeah, Emil Andre, he was up the ice a lot of times, leading the rushes even as well. And first guy back, like you said, taking hits to make a play. That's what really good defensemen do. Kimmo Timonen, a good example, always back there to absorb that hit, kind of know where that puck is, and then make that first pass and get out of the zone.
Yeah, Emil Andre taking full advantage of this opportunity, coming back up. Zamula out in this game, so curious how that all shakes out. But there is somewhat of a goalie controversy. I don't even know if you can call it that because it's pretty clear they're splitting time. But after the way Dan Vladar played in this game, winning and beating the Panthers, I'm really curious how this shakes out now.
Defer. The old hand pass right there.
I was wrong last time. I guess I'll go with Bush on this, that they're just going to go 1 and then 1 and 1 until it doesn't work anymore, unless somebody plays absolutely crazy out of their mind. But right now, it looks like they're just going to take turns in net here. It's your turn, it's your turn that way. But Vladar was terrific tonight, especially Hartsey in close with those pads down low.
Yeah, they were relentless all night going after him, and he had to make some big saves down the stretch. And, you know, let's be honest, it's not the late 90s, early 2000s where Brodeurs are playing 70, 75 games. It's literally a 50-32 split of, 40, 41-41. That's my good math.
Don't make me do math.
Carry the 12.
But it is, right? It's the workload management. They have all these, different devices, analysts, all analytics on how much work he had today, practice tomorrow. I'm not sure if they're going to have the day off or not, but they monitor every single time they're on the ice. So they'll figure it out. The guys way smarter than us here talking to figure out who's going to start now.
Well, it's a really good problem to have right now because each guy's played very, very well.
I was especially impressed while you have the amazing saves. We were down there in the third period when the Florida Panthers had that really long shift, and it was to the point where the Flyers could barely skate, and Dan Vladar to get out of that situation. Yes, the Panthers cashed on the power play, but it's almost like he didn't want to watch, and somehow he got out of it.
It is. That was a couple-minute shift at least, right? And just as a goaltender, your knees are three-quarters bent. You're in that squat position. You're tracking that puck. It's you're tired, right? Then they have the power play right after that. They end up scoring, but just good on them. They work hard all summer training camp to be in this shape to prove that you can be in the net, full time, right? And he did just that, and got his first win.
And that was really strange because the power play unit was tired too.
Yeah.
I was watching that.
Someone do something.
It's like, wow, somebody just blow the whistle, guy.
Let's get out of here. Flyers win this one, their home opener over the Florida Panthers. Stay with us here, Postgame Live, presented by Auto Insurance. Hearing from Tyson Forrester, the first goal scorer of this night, coming up. Stay with us.
Flyers Postgame Live is presented by Auto Insurance.